How to create a Google Sites portfolio. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create your own Google Sites portfolio. So let's get into it. Now, everyone has a Google account. If you don't, all you need is a phone number to sign up on Google and you can create your Google account. Once you have done that, you're just going to go on to sites.google.com where you can get started with creating your online portfolio. Now you can see over here, I have created quite a few sites using Google Sites because it's such a helpful tool. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click on blank over here. Now, after that, you can see that this is going to provide you a basic little template to start editing your site or creating your site. Now, if you want to change your basic theme, you can visit their template gallery. So for that, you're just going to click over here and you can see some of the different themes that you can apply. So let's say if you want this, if you want some of these themes, you can do that. Or Google Sites even has their own template gallery. So for that, you're going to go back into sites.google.com. If you want to do it with a template instead of any of these basic themes, we're going to go back to sites.google.com where we can view the different templates. So this is the basic template gallery. And what you can see over here is that they have a little bit of templates. They're not very extensive as some other website builders, but they have some of the basic templates that you might need. Now, they have a student portfolio template. They also have a photo portfolio, and they have general templates for teams, events, and all that. But I would suggest that you could use the photo portfolio in most situations if you're a creative or artist or any person of that sort. If your work is more related to creative things, then you can go for a photo portfolio. But if you are more of an academic and you have a portfolio that is related to education or any of these other fields which are not directly creative, you are going to go with the student portfolio. And this is just in the situation where you want to minimize the amount of work. So for this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can customize a student portfolio into a professional job portfolio, or maybe a professional portfolio about all of your academic qualifications. So for that, you're just going to open up the template and you can see over here they provide you with good empty spaces on how to fill out your information. So first off, you're just going to click on the text and then you're going to remove it and add Sarah's portfolio like this. Once you have done that, you can move the text like so, and you can make sure that it is centered. So if you want to make sure the text is centered, you can view these two little bars appearing right when I place it at the center. So like this, you're going to be able to monitor how well the centering works. So I'm just going to move this up a bit and drop it over here. After that, you're going to remove the image. So if you don't want this image, all you're going to do is select the image and then you're going to click on change image at the bottom of your image, and then you're going to select a different image from your Google Drive. Now, you can even use the Google Gallery. It's a very simple and easy. It has some basic decent backgrounds that you can use as a starting point and then later on customize them with your own images. So we're just going to go with this patterned image. Below that, you have a basic About Me section, and obviously this is very self-explanatory. You're going to write about yourself and you're going to write your own academic qualifications if you're doing a academia portfolio. So let's just say name is Sarah and I'm a qualified course tutor for advanced physics. Like so, you're going to add your About Me section. Now, after your About Me sections on this basic template, we have achievements, strengths, and goals. And obviously with that, you're going to add all of these basic things. If you don't want to maybe seem like a show off, or if you don't want to boast about your own achievements, what you're going to do is you're going to select this section and then you're going to click on delete, and it's going to delete your entire group. And after that, what you can do is just move this entire section to the center or off center. Make sure it's off centered so you can place them like so they appear a bit more fluently on your website. Now below that, you have a get in touch email address. So obviously you need to leave all of your contact information on your footer. This is a basic one-page portfolio, and obviously if you have your sidebar, you might want to add some more pages. That just really depends on the industry that you're working in. So if you want to add more pages, you can see over here that this is is a singular page view. After you have designed your singular page, you're going to click on pages at the right over here, and where you can see this is your home page, and below that we have these classes and activities page, but I don't really need these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these pages. So I'm going to click on delete, and I'm going to make my own pages so you guys know how to make your own pages as well. So after deleting all of these extra pages, I'm going to click on add new page, where I'm going to add a page called maybe achievements. Then you can add a different page called growth. Then I want to add another page called endgame. So whatever you might want to add, you can add that, or instead of endgame, maybe I'm going to delete that and add a page called past experiences, like this. So after you have your pages, you can see they are going to appear in your sidebar, and then you can add your different experiences into these pages. How you do that is by clicking on insert over here. You're going to click on text box, and then you can add text about your past experiences. You can add images, embed some code. I wouldn't suggest that as a beginner. Then you can add some groups, content, any kind of basic insertion you need to do into your experience. So for experience, if you have some YouTube videos that you have previously created regarding your work, you can link them over here as well. You can also add some slides and sheets from your Google Drive as well onto your Google Sites portfolio. After you have designed your portfolio sufficiently, what you're going to do is just click on publish over here. You're going to add your web address. So that's going to be a basic little address that's going to appear after sites.google.com. And then let's just say Sarah's folio 1, 2, 3. And then once you have found a web address that is not taken, you're going to click on publish. And now your Google Sites portfolio has been published. You can just click on this arrow over here, and you can unpublish it as well after some while. And then you can also view your published site like this. And you can see over here, this is a very basic and simple kind of portfolio created using Google Sites. So this is how you create a basic portfolio using Google Sites. It's very simple and easy, and you can see over here that you're easily able to set up your account with your Google account. You don't need a new email, and you don't have to create any new accounts. And you can even see some of their classic sites on google.com for a basic looking site that you want. So another thing that I really like about this platform as a portfolio generator is that if I have my photo portfolio or my photography portfolio, I can make a student portfolio as well. I even have a shop here as well. I have a restaurant website as well. So there are no limitations on how many websites you can create using your Google account only, and you don't have to create a new email for each website as well. So if you're making a separate student portfolio, and then if you want to go and make another portfolio for maybe your business, or you might want to make a portfolio that illustrates different skills. So if you want, one is your fashion portfolio and the other one is your tech experience portfolio, those two portfolios are going to be very different, and they're going to give out very different information about you. So you want to keep them separate, and Google Sites makes that very easy by allowing you to create many different sites at the same time. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you're now able to create your own Google Sites portfolio. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.